Philly Sports, Love and Pain. I'm Dave. That's Kenny.
Womp, 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 womp,
Kenny,
womp.
everyone's dreams have come true.
They don't have dreams.
Joe Girardi is gone.
Listen,
It happened after our podcast, so
of
it's
course it did.
still, a thing.
It was inevitable. I mean, it doesn't change anything. The Phillies, like the Phillies in the grand scheme of things need help, but he didn't help them. You know what I mean? So he had to go.
Yeah, I mean everything that's come out since the whole thing happened. I think it was on Friday. I think
It
it
was because
happened.
we thought he would be gone Thursday if they got swept.
Right, and then they won the last game. They gave him Thursday for some reason, and
Yeah, they were
then
like, enjoy the off day. Clean out your locker, you fucking piece of shit.
and then Friday they were like, "Peace out." So yeah, now Rob Thompson, man who can do no wrong, is now the manager, and
Why does the right side of his face look like it's in constant stroke?
maybe he had a stroke. Man, you should be sensitive.
Here's me not giving a flying fuck.
I don't know. But I can tell you this: they're not going to win every game. So you
Have they
know,
lost yet?
no,
No, well, sounds like you're wrong.
they're not going to get. Listen, man, I was definitely not like a pitchfork guy with Girardi, but like I said last time, I totally get it. Like sometimes you just need to do it, and it was time, man.
It was an understandable firing for sure.
Oh, without a doubt, it was nowhere near like questionable, and it's pretty clear that the team, at least on
Res-
the yeah, like not only responded, but like just looks looser. Uh, they just look. I don't know.
what is the obsession? You got it bad when you're on the phone and you only think about. Um, what? I might have had some dogfish heads today. Uh, why? Why do these coaches like want to play these old veterans that are just they're not really they're not bad, but they're not good, so they're just kind of just teetering at this like blah. You know what I mean? Why do these guys want to play these guys? I don't get it. Like
um,
you got people in the minors that need to see time, and it's even Glenn. It's just like Paul Reed could have been a little bit more prepared.
I think you're right. I don't know. There's
You're not
definitely
gaining anything by starting a veteran. It's one thing if you're like you know, in the playoffs, and you need that veteran leadership, but they don't need that shit. They got Bryce Harper, they got fucking JT Realmuto, they got Gene Segura, even like Didi, like all these guys are old. They've been in the league for 8+ years. They just play the fucking young guys. You fucking jackass.
I get it. I do. I guess my problem is like, uh, you know, are you s- like, why did you sign the vets then? Like, why are we giving so much money to these guys if we're not going to use them? Like, I totally,
Hmm.
I see
Okay,
like
that's
I
fine.
I see both sides. I do.
No, but I think like when you give them all that money, you're hoping that they are like a shell of who they used to be, and quickly these guys aren't who they used to be, and then we're just holding on to dead weight. So like, who cares? You already paid the $3 million. It's not working out. Bring up the younger guy. Let's get
Yeah.
some, juice in the lineup.
Yeah, like listen, Odubel deserves no hierarchy, like literally at all. Dude's like the worst baseball mind I've ever seen. And I saw the other day, I was watching I don't know if it was Sunday or whatever, but I saw Kruk and he was like Odubel swings at pitches that like no other human would swing at. And he said that shit on the broadcast.
Yeah, that's why Crux the man.
Kruk is the man, but like Odubel deserves no hierarchy. Like he's got no seniority, no. So center field's wide open, right?
And they
Mo-
called up that fucking Verling.
yeah, you know who else they called up?
I saw it. Old Roid Rage Kingery.
Fucking one of the worst signings in recent history, apparently.
They do this all the time. That's why the MLB is like a racket, you know? Like you have one good year, Dominic Brown, and then they sign you, and then you don't have to do anything ever again.
You really don't. I mean, you just get paid now. Dude, Scott Kingery is making $6 million to play AAA. That's robbery.
It's not even
That's right.
robbery.
And
It's
not only
incredible.
not only is he getting paid that much money to just play in AAA, but dude, he is like not really good in AAA. It's
Well,
bad.
he's not good at all.
He is brutal. Like I don't know what they did to that dude. He either was just not that good or they fucked him up.
He put on too much muscle mass.
I mean, is that really a thing? Can he put on too much muscle? Is there a way like is he lifting? Is he doing that many fucking curls that he's got too much muscle? What are his pecs fucking 6 inches wider than his fucking girth of
Excuse
his
me.
body?
What are
You
you
know,
doing?
like
What are you doing over there, Scott? I'm beefing up so I suck in the MLB.
he goes from batting. I mean, he wasn't even that good when he was good. His batting average was 258 that year that he had like one good year.
Well, apparently to everyone on Twitter, if you're 250 or above, you're a fucking golden goose, and Reese Hoskins is the fucking hero.
Yeah, Reese Hoskins. So that's another one that I've been, just I can't I just don't understand it. You got people online talking about him like he's like fucking Andres Galarraga over there at fucking first base. I don't see it.
You don't give Schwarber or Castellanos the same shit that you give Reese Hoskins.
They are completely in a different tier, and I can't believe that people bring them up in the same breath. Like, what are you talking about?
He had one
Reese
good year.
Hoskins has never done a damn thing. Why do people love him so much in this town?
Because
Why?
he gave that exciting run where he had 20 home runs in 3 games.
Okay, we fire our Super Bowl head coach in 2 years, yet we give Reese Hoskins 7 years to fucking try to figure it out.
Yeah, he's poo poo butt cheeks.
He needs to go. He's got to go. He's tired over there. He leads the league in first baseman strikeouts.
That's
He's
pretty
like
good.
he's like 18th in batting average. Now listen, first base is strong right now in baseball. It really is. But I don't care. It's not strong on our team.
I mean,
Listen, I'm not trying to make this like the Reese hate pod, but
it's getting
everybody
there.
there's a lot of chatter about Reese on Twitter, especially because he's being kicked around as like a pawn in a trade or whatever, and I I just he's got to go. Package him and anybody else. Just go get
In
out.
this pile of poop.
Yeah, like I just stop it. Everybody stop it. Everybody stop like fucking worshiping Reese fucking Hoskins. Anyway, some
What are
fucking
we doing with the Phillies anyway? Seriously. Like, I'm
some
not trying to be a
fucking
dick.
incredible fucking games over the weekend.
I,
Just
yeah, but the Angels aren't really that good.
no, it doesn't. But it doesn't matter though.
No, you
It
win the
was
games
good.
you have to win. I agree. I'm not
Yeah,
talking shit.
I just mean it was like good timing. Like it was
Yeah.
it was obviously they like this is exactly what they needed. They
Yeah.
fired the head coach. They fired the manager. Um, Topper comes in. They call him Topper. might as well use the nickname because every fucking buddy else is. He comes in. They win 3 in a row. They score 26 fucking runs. Walk off. Grand slam to tie. Walk off homer to win on Sunday. Like it's just you couldn't write it any better. So if they don't use this as some kind of springboard
They
to
have
get
to.
some,
And this is what they
yeah,
do. They never in the last 10 years they haven't been doing this. Do you
they
know what I
don't
mean?
take advantage of any momentum at
Yeah,
all.
they have to. It's time. You want to be a playoff team? You want to, make some noise in this city? The time is now.
Here's something else, and then this is kind of looking ahead a little bit, but they need to sweep Miami.
Oh my gosh.
They have
Don't
a series at
even.
home. They have a series coming up at
Oh,
home
Phillies,
against
the
Miami.
Brewers scored.
It's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They need to sweep them at home,
They need to at least win 2 out of 1.
2 out of 3. But
What'd I
I,
say?
2 out of 1. That's bad math.
Math is hard.
Um, yeah, 2 out of 3 is fine. But I really want them to sweep them because that'll send another message. See, that's another
And
thing.
then the Nats, they could go 6-0.
Well, they got Arizona in there too.
Arizona's terrible. So 9-0.
Now they're just gonna beat every bad team.
If they go 9-0,
Holy shit! Well, if they go 9-0, you got people looking at like, oh fuck, what the fuck happened here?
we back.
If they go 9-0, they'll be over 500 already.
Let me suck them titties, baby.
I think
Oh.
I figured that we would just try to be like a little above 500 by the end of June.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean it's a fair number.
what are they? 4 under right now?
I
Yeah,
think that's right.
4 under, and the Braves are only 1 over, so it's like it's actually still a race in the East.
It's still too early. They're still really annoying.
Yeah.
It's just impossible to predict right now, man.
What, the Phillies or like?
Yeah, it's just like what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, we don't. It's kind of funny. It's June, and we still don't like know what they are yet.
The Mets aren't going to collapse. You know that, right?
Are not?
Bro, they're 38-19.
I don't care, dude. I'm telling. Have you looked at who they played?
I understand they're not collapsing.
The argument is real though. Like they haven't. They've played. All right, here I'm gonna fucking throw it out because I already did all the research on it. I know for a fact that before, like a week ago, not even a week ago, 20% of the games that the Mets have played, 20% were against the Nationals.
Yeah,
That's a lot of games. Nationals are brutally bad.
I know, but I'm just saying.
My point is that they just now started playing teams that are worth a shit. So, let's see how they do on this road trip. Let's see, they're on the Western road trip right now.
And it
The
doesn't look
Phils,
that difficult. The Padres are struggling. The Angels stink. Then they're on the Brewers and the Marlins for 4.
well, they lost 2 to the Dodgers.
Oh my God, they got the. Who makes the schedules?
Someone who was careless this year because
Listen to this shit. They play the Marlins 4 in a row, and then 2 at the Astros, and then 3 at the Marlins, and then 2 at the Astros. Why?
I don't know.
The fuck?
The bottom line is the Phillies just need to not even really worry about the Mets. They got to just try to win as many games as they can. They've dug themselves a hole. They know it.
The
Coach knows
division
it.
the division is over.
I don't agree with that.
It's over, buds.
I really don't.
You're wrong.
You have no reason to say that other than looking at the standings.
Larry Boa told me.
I don't know.
This is what I think of the Mets. Fart
Oh.
noise.
Fart noise. Blur. But I don't know. I think that the Phillies are interesting again.
Here
And
we go.
that's all we can
The Mets are minus 390 to win a division.
Okay.
The Phillies are plus 1700. It's over. They're not getting the division. That doesn't mean they can't get into the playoffs. It just means they're not getting into the division.
I don't know.
No
not dead.
fucking way. You want to do 25
How
on
many
it?
how many games are the Mets going to win?
I don't know about that, but there's no way the Phillies are going to catch them. They dug a too big of a hole. 11 and a half out is a lot of fucking games, man.
It is.
It's like anytime you hit double digits, it's like concerned, you know? They're 4.5 out of the wild card. That is a very practical, place to be.
They play the Mets. I think they only play the Mets like 6 more times. So
They'll probably go 1-5.
Even if they went 6-0, I don't really know if that's going to make too much of a difference.
And Arizona's starting to win again. But that, I mean, Arizona's not great. Although they're starting to get back to 500. Same could be said about the Phillies,
Right,
right?
they're in the same boat like record
Yeah,
wise.
just
Yeah.
kind of like poo poo.
Right, they're kind of starting to try to claw their way back up to 500 and, before they turtle up, I guess. I don't think they're going
How
to
about
do.
how dumb does Claude Giroux feel?
Oh. Listen, man, we wanted him to go. We wanted him to go there. That's where I wanted him to go.
Oh, I would just want him to go there so I could get a sick ass jersey, but we knew. I mean, anyone with any idea of what like hockey is knew that like this is the team that should have been in the Stanley Cup Finals. The Avalanche are dirty, man.
They're unbelievable. I mean,
They tied the second, or
that game last night was stupid.
you
That
know
was
what
just
pisses
stupid.
me off about that game?
What?
It's 3-1. I'm about to close my eyes, and I'm like, all right, I should bet the Avalanche. And then I was like, no, like Oilers aren't gonna get swept. Like no fucking way. And then, dude, it was like plus 480 for the
You?
Avalanche.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, because wasn't it 5-3?
No,
No,
I had it at 3-1
3-1. Okay, yeah.
going into the third, or like 10
Third.
minutes
Right,
left
yeah,
in
it
the
was like.
third.
Yeah, yep. Third period, early
And I
third
was so
period.
fucking pissed off when I woke up this morning. I said, God damn it, Kenny. Scared money doesn't make money.
You were willing to bet that the Avalanche would score 3 unanswered goals in the third period?
No, that's what I mean. Like, it's insane, but like, I should have known.
I couldn't believe it. I fell asleep. I fell asleep in between the third and overtime, and I couldn't believe it when I got up this morning and I saw that they came back and won that, or that they won that game. It's just
Like,
ridiculous.
I just, like, I wish the Flyers didn't suck so much donkey dick. Because, like,
Yeah,
I love hockey. It's such a
I know
shame.
the Flyers really did rob hockey from us. It's very
Yeah,
weird because I feel like if we were in tune at least halfway with the Flyers all year, that we would be like way more into this NHL playoff. I'm
I
into
agree.
it, like, but remotely. Like,
Yeah, it's not where I want to be.
I'm like a check in for a few minutes. But that's not normally where I'm at. I'm usually watching I mean, I'll still probably watch the finals. We'll see. I think it's going to be the Rangers, man.
No way. No way.
Why?
Tampa Bay has proven over and over in the last 4 years that they just don't belly up. They're a better team. They got unlucky on game 1 or 2. I forget which one it was, and then they just got blown out. You know, they got beat. So I don't know. I think they're up 1-0 now, right?
Yeah, they're up 1-0.
Fucking Patrick Maroon, who's like fucking Wayne Gretzky of the playoffs.
I know. How does this dude keep scoring playoff goals?
Former Philadelphia Flyer.
Yeah. He had a cup of coffee in the barn. Yeah. 1-0. Rangers up 2-1 in the series. Well, I mean, is it the Avalanche's Stanley Cup to lose? Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. All that shit be buzzing, buzz, 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 bitch.
Every shift, man.
They're fucking good.
How
It's
do
a
we
shame
slide into
because
hockey?
the Flyers could have had one of the greatest defensemen in the playoffs so far this year, but they decided to take Nolan Patrick.
Yeah, that's
Who, who, who? By the way, like, because Jay during the hype of that, when like when they got it,
yeah.
hold on, some crackheads DMing me.
Oh, is it one of those? I mean, you were talking mad shit on the Kensington dudes. So
The
you
end
know,
of this. This is the DM I got. Hey, buddy, how far is Ben Salem from the airport? I've been invited to a wedding and trying to figure out how to get from the airport to the hotel since I'm still not allowed to drive in PA, so renting a car is no good. This was the bartender at IUP.
oh my god.
What was that question? Oh, I was saying, like, so when the Nolan Patrick, Nico Hiroshin happened, I remember we got the lottery pick and Jay had come over and we were like hype as shit. We were watching YouTube videos,
Yeah.
like we were literally hype as shit for this because we're like number 2 pick. It's a big deal. And then we watched YouTube videos. I remember turning to him and I was like, ugh. Like I don't like either of them two. Like honestly, and listen, I don't care how big of a hockey fan you are. Like you're not depth checking the fucking draft. I don't care who you are.
No.
Unless it's like Ovi or Crosby or like Malkin, like these top tier guys. Maybe you're depth checking those, but no one was looking at like the fifth pick and like that crazy shit. So
Yeah, no.
I just remember turning to Jay being like, "Oh man, these are the Flyers always get fucked when they get the number 2 pick. Like it's actually the worst pick
I mean, you could argue that the number 2 pick is probably the hardest one.
easily." Because I would say most of the time the number 1 pick pans out.
Like, well, and most of the time too, like the number 1 guys, like it's like everybody knows who you're taking. It's not like you're not making a decision at number 1
Unless you're
usually,
trading it,
unless you're trading it.
which
Right.
doesn't happen in hockey.
No, and the hockey draft is like fucking
Oh,
weird,
it's
man.
terrible. I used to watch that shit. That's how deep I was into it.
I couldn't even watch it. I mean, I was like, I, I
They
was
don't,
a way bigger hockey fan like
they
years
don't
and
call me
years ago.
puckhead for nothing.
They're not calling you puckhead.
The Flyers are in trouble.
You think?
No, I mean, like I'm just thinking, like they got to trade TK for sure.
Oh,
Although I don't know, we're gonna do this. Bruce Cassidy got fired, which I can't understand. He made the playoffs every year in fucking Boston.
yeah, that was a weird one.
It's because it's like a suck and fuck up in Boston, right? You got Pasternak, you got Bergeron, you got there's a little rat face, Martian.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting like the defenseman that's really good, Charlie. No, that's Charlie Coyle. He's not that good. Oh my God, his number's like 77. I'm drawing a fucking blank. Fuck, he's good.
It
Anyway,
doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. So they got all that like big old suck and fuck up there, like and they picked the players over the coach, I think. So that is a guy that the Flyers need to stop what they're doing and get an interview and make something happen. Because if you're going to get someone, he's got to be number 1. Seriously, he's a good coach.
They just were like peace, bro.
Yeah, I told you it's too much like the good boys up there. You know what I mean? Like the good old boys.
Yeah, but it works. I mean,
It
they're
doesn't
good.
though.
Well,
They're good.
they're not.
They don't
You're right. They're
advance
not
though.
winning. They're not winning
Yeah,
championships. You know, not right
and
now.
that's
They're not.
that's not the gold standard in Boston. Tacky. So I don't know. They need.
They got a lot of issues, dude. Because listen, I mean, JVR, they're gonna let him roll or trade him probably.
He had 25 garbage goals.
Great. That's great value. Trade him. Farabee's locked in for long term. So here's the guys that are locked in long term. Farabee,
Yeah, I'd keep him for sure.
Coots.
Yeah, definitely. He got hurt.
Yeah, no, I'm just
No, I
listing
know.
all the guys.
I'm literally going through it with you.
Hayes,
Yeah.
TK.
See ya.
Okay, he's 5 million. Loughton, he's locked up for 3 more years, dude.
How much? 3?
3 million.
Yeah, you keep him. He's good.
Cam Atkinson is
Yes.
locked up for 2 more. He's solid. Their other wing is weak. They got like no right wing. Like it's
Who's on?
Bobby Brink.
Yeah, I think they traded for him.
Yeah, like he's making less than $1 million.
Yeah.
So then you got Provorov, who I think
Get
is probably
him the
yeah.
fuck out of here.
I know. My God.
$7 million. I can fucking suck a dick for less.
Ristolainen, who they locked up long term. They must really like him.
I like him. He's
thrown on me. I was not in it. I was not into it when he was.
Can I say he's like a surgeon general? Like, I just feel like you're not coming across the middle on him, and he doesn't even lay like big hits. He's just so.
I got you.
Big.
So he's just like owns that shit.
Yeah, he's like precise, slicing and dicing.
Here's the one that's interesting. Ryan Ellis.
He's back, unfortunately.
Although, is he actually back though, or is he Sasquatch again?
What
And I'm
a
not making a beer joke.
what an infuriating like situation that is. But I think he's back.
I was hype about that signing. I actually like him. So yeah, so if he's
Trade,
back,
right?
yeah,
We traded Philip Myers.
right.
But
So
anyway, I hear you.
if Provorov's out, right, which you would assume that that's what they're gonna do,
I don't know,
right?
man. Who's trading that contract?
It's a
They
hefty
need
contract.
it's 7 million.
No, I'm saying it's a hefty contract. Yeah,
Someone's gonna have to. You're gonna have to trade him.
yeah, because it was well. Hold on, Ellis was who? Myers and Patrick,
Yeah, and then Patrick got traded to Vegas,
and then they flipped Patrick. Yeah.
which just tells you how that career is fucking going.
um. So if you get Provorov out of here somehow, um, you still, I mean, you got a lot of work to do on D. I mean, they
My
have
question
Sanheim.
is what free agent is like? Yeah, Philadelphia. I'm gonna go play for the
Well,
Flyers.
that's the problem. That's the problem. You're not nobody,
Not one.
nobody, and that's not a good place to be.
No, we call
So,
that the shit zone.
if they could make, well, let's see, if they ship Provorov out, I mean, who's your top line? Who's your top D?
Well, that's the whole
Let's
argument.
say
Is like,
let's say they keep Provorov. What's your top D? You know,
wow,
is it
can
going to
they
be him?
Ellis? But I don't know if they want to do that because they need to spread the wealth.
Right. I think you got to split them up. So, you know, I don't know. I think maybe Ellis or
Hey, there's a
Ryan
defenseman in Colorado that would have looked really nice.
put Provorov with Sanheim.
I love Sanheim.
He's only on for one more year though. So
He made a massive leap.
listen, I agree. And if Ryan Ellis comes back and actually plays hockey and we actually see that he's human again, uh, that could all pan out. And then they could, if they sign Sanheim, if they like what they see from him, if they sign him to an extension, or well, it's not an extension. He would have to agree. It's like he's unrestricted next year. But if they could sign him long term, then they have three solid dudes. If
Problem
Ellis is
is,
solid,
problem is Sanheim and TK are like BFFs.
yeah.
So if you trade TK,
So if you trade TK, he's probably more than likely like, "Fuck you, I'm a free agent. I'm not
yep.
coming back."
But you can't keep TK because of that.
Well, no, that can't be the reason.
It's not like you're keeping like the defenseman from Colorado because TK wants to play.
Are we just not naming McCraw?
I'm not naming him. That hurts my soul.
Okay.
But he's really good. He wears number 5.
I know he's really good. I know.
Generational talent. But we didn't want to evaluate that guy. We wanted to evaluate fucking Concussion McGee.
The TK is under contract for 3 more years.
15 million, 5 million a year. That's a movable contract at the trade deadline because there will be 2 years left. 10 million for 17 goals, 30 assists. He's not good. He's hit 60 points once in his career. That was early on. He's scrappy, but he's not like Brad Marchand level scrappy. So like it doesn't bring the noise. It doesn't move the needle.
Yeah. Well, they got a lot of offensive holes coming up.
Oh fuck yeah.
JVR is on his last year of his contract.
And why would Claude Giroux come back?
Literally, the only reason why he would come back is if he just likes Philly.
Yeah, there's no reason to come back.
Because other than that, there's literally no reason.
But he's got to feel like a stupid cunt.
Yeah, probably because he chose Florida. Did he have a choice though? Like that's really makes me wonder. Like, did he have a choice to go to Colorado?
Yeah, and I don't know if it was like a money choice. Like, did he go to
Or
Colorado?
were they like, "Yo, you could come here, but you're not going to be on the first team power play"?
Oh come
Like,
on. If you're Claude Giroux in the sense of where your season, and first off, they wouldn't. I guess they are really good, so they might not need him on the first team, but they could have put him on the second team for sure. And if you're Claude Giroux, like it's championships now or nothing.
Yeah. So like, does he sign another long-term contract?
I think he's gonna hunt, and he should. And I would get a Florida jersey, but they look like shit. I don't care what anyone says. They're
But here's the
trash.
thing. So like they're paying 4 million right now for him.
Who?
For Claude Giroux.
How long?
That's it.
So 4 million, and we're done with him.
Well, he's unrestricted next year.
He's not coming back.
Like 22, 23. So like right now he's a free agent.
Yeah, like the only reason he would come back is because he likes Philly, and he doesn't like Philly that much.
I don't think so.
I don't even like Philly that much.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. But he's a bargain.
Bruce, 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 Bruce.
Here's the thing. He's 34.
I know it's old.
Yeah, so like if he gets a contract, it's gonna be what,
2
3
years.
years?
2 years.
3 years max?
He's gonna sign. Like it depends what he wants. He's made a lot of money. Like, let's not be foolish. He's made a lot of money.
Right.
So does he sign with the Coyotes for a 3-year deal to play with Ghost again and make money, or does he sign with like Tampa Bay or Colorado or these teams that have a shot? Oilers. I think he might help the Oilers. Third line center.
Oh
That
yeah,
that kind of shit. Like he's got to. It would be disappointing if he signed for money. That's all I'm saying. I don't care where he signs, but it'd be disappointing.
it would also be weird, right? You know?
But I mean, I guess imagine property taxes in Canada and Philadelphia weren't cheap. Well, let's be realistic. Jersey.
I don't know where he lived, but
He lived in it starts with an H. It's not Hanover. It's
Haddon Heights.
yeah. I want to say like Haddock, New Jersey.
I don't.
Haddonfield. There it is.
Oh yeah, Haddonfield.
I'm pretty sure.
Um, Lightning up 2-0.
Do you know who scored it?
It's time to live bet the Rangers.
No, don't do that. I'm telling you. Kucherov.
Yeah.
The Lightning are just like a superior team, and the Rangers are kind of like Cinderellaing themselves into the fucking cup. They were down 3-1 to the fucking the Penguins. They were down 3-1 to whoever the jerk-offs were last series.
Right, and then this series they went up 2-0.
Yeah.
And then the Lightning were like, "Hold up, wait a minute."
They have the best goalie in the game.
Dude's nasty, man.
They have the best goalie probably in my lifetime.
I'd have to think about that one. For
Okay,
you?
I'll rephrase it. They have the best goalie since 2000. Last 22 years.
Probably.
Because
Probably.
those guys that you're thinking of were towards the back end of their career, like Brodeur.
Yeah.
But I still think he's better than Brodeur, and I know that's probably someone that people are gonna be like.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if you saw enough Brodeur then.
I saw plenty of Brodeur to piss me off. I hate the fucking Devils.
He was.
No, he was really good.
There was a stretch of time where it might have been almost 10 years where he was just like.
The problem with Brodeur, hockey has changed significantly, like because of Brodeur.
Yeah.
They put that stupid fucking trapezoid in the back there because Brodeur was an asshole.
I know.
So, like, the goalies now, they can't play the puck as much as they want. They really can. If they get out, it's like, like I look at Carter Hart and like when he gets a puck on his stick, he's like, oh shit. It's just a piece of glass. What do I do with this? Like he always fucking panics and flubs it. It's insane.
Is it because do they not work on it enough?
No, they don't. They don't because like they're like, just leave it, dude. Just leave it.
Yeah, but it's still like, I don't know. It's important to know. Like what?
Can we like petition like second assist should not be a thing?
I agree.
This is just a stupid fucking stat.
I don't understand it. Now, and here's the problem. Like you can't.
If we're giving the second assist, you might as well give the third and the fourth and the fifth and the sixth.
The problem.
Everyone should get an assist. The
you know
coach
what?
should get an assist.
You just had me thinking about like I'm thinking about
Yep.
Brodeur, and at times Brodeur was overshadowed. Actually, as good as he was
Why?
by Hashik
Dominic.
and Wah.
And I
Dude,
mean,
you had Wah, Hashik, and Brodeur in the
yeah.
game all at the same time. Like that's fucking nuts, man. Wah was on the back end though. Like Wah was a little before that.
Wild's the reason they won the cup.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
mean, don't get
agree.
me wrong; they had a fucking great team, Larry Foote and Peter
Hmm.
Forsberg, and they had a team.
Hmm.
But like, listen, I don't care what anyone says. You're only going as far as your goalie will fucking take you. The Oilers, Mike Smith. That ain't it.
Goalie. I mean, we never get the right goalie, man.
No, because
It's
we
like
don't
an
know how to do
endless
anything.
carousel of fucking goalies around here.
And I don't even know who this Pavel Francouz is. He's 6-0. He's the backup. That's what I mean. Like, it's just Colorado's year, man.
It could very well be. I'm fine with it. I bet them a little while ago, so totally good with me. Um, yeah. How did we go down the hockey rabbit hole?
I was talking shit on Claude.
I was talking about the Phillies, and all of a sudden we're like talking about Patrick Waugh. What the fuck?
You're welcome.
Oh man. Well, I don't know about the Flyers. I hope that they don't go into like. I mean, I hope they don't go into. You know what? They almost can't go into this mode. They almost can't go into like lose every game mode. You know, like they almost can't
They just need to come
because of the
out
city.
and they just need to say it's a fucking rebuild and please be patient with us for the next couple of years. We're trying our best to do things to make more sense. They opened another fucking level on the fucking, now it's called the Sky Zone at the Wells Fargo. Fucking stop. How much more money do you want from us, Comcast? Seriously. It's disgusting.
I saw that they were redoing like the suite level or something.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I mean, honestly, it needed it, but still, it's like, please.
Well, I mean, are they gonna sell tickets for cheaper? No.
No,
You
there's no
know.
reason. And just fucking, I told you, man. Like losing interest in going in games is a real thing, and it's just mostly the hoopla, what how to duties of everything that goes on with the process of going down. Like I don't want to go down because I don't want to support the fucking franchise. You know.
I always get it's interesting. It's an interesting conversation because like, when the teams suck, right? The only thing that you can do is, not participate in the team, right? And
Yeah, but there's 19,000 other fucking assholes that will.
I know, but my point is that I'm torn about that because of what you just said. Like no matter what I do, like there's gonna be
Breaking
there's
news: Rado says the Flyers suck.
there's gonna be like those other people that go to the game anyway,
Yeah,
right?
it's
And
true.
then also part of me is like, well, if I don't fucking support them, they're never gonna get better.
How about this? I have a structure for this. I've been thinking about this for the last couple of days.
Does that make sense?
No,
No. Okay.
no, I hear you, but
This is my same thing about like going to the Phillies game. Like not right now because the spirits are high, right? But 2 weeks ago, going to the Phillies game and just booing all the time because you're so mad about to the past 10 years and all these guys, are that's their fault. Like how do you ever get better if you don't start somewhere? And why can't the fucking fans be a part of that?
because can you believe the fans booed me because I struck out 3 times with the bases loaded and 0 outs? Because that's what they did, a bunch of fucking pussies.
Well, okay, and now this goes all the way back. Fucking circle it back to the guy that I need, that every one of these teams needs to hire, and it's got to be somebody from here
The boo guy.
that talks to these guys, and they're like, this dude just doesn't have it. This dude's not a Philly guy. Fuck no. You
Then how
can
many?
tell. Look at all the guys that are likable in this city.
Scott Hartnell,
Uh,
Philly guy.
you could go on forever. AI, fucking
Dude,
Charles
wait,
Barkley.
wait, 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 wait. How
I know.
funny
We got
is that
bring
fucking
it up,
quote?
bring it up
It's
because
a
you got to
true.
read it.
It's a true quote too, so that's why like I know it's funny.
So the quote has the basis of this quote. The TGI Fridays on
City Line app.
on City Line Avenue in Balkinwood was like the hangout for AI, and like it's no joke.
He
He go ahead.
he spent a lot of time there, but so Allen Iverson denies a claim made by former teammates that he occasionally spent $40,000 at the strip club when he was a Sixer. This is a direct quote from Iverson. First of all, it was like 9,000 at most, and there was never any strippers at the TJF Fridays on City Line, says Iverson, unless I brought them. Sometimes I bought a bunch, and so I suppose in those cases, yes, the bill could get up to 40K because they didn't have the endless appetite back then. That's an
Oh,
all-time quote from the GOAT.
that's unreal. Like legendary. Legendary.
Oh, that gave me joy this morning when I read that.
But I mean, dude, he was so wild that like one night I remember this happening. He his Bentley got a flat tire and he left it at 7-Eleven. He just fucking left it. Dude, he
We're
was
talking about
unreal, man.
practice.
Practice.
Yeah, he was fun.
No, but even like not even going back to the old days. Like think about right now. The
Bryce Harper,
the
Philly guy.
most likable guys that are in this town are the Philly guys. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to fucking understand this. Any owner of a team in this city, all you need to do is look for the mentality. Who cares? Like it almost doesn't, like the skill obviously matters, but like if you got some pencil head that's really good, keep him out of here. It's not going to be good here. It's not going to be good here. That might be what happened to Carson Wentz.
Mm. Any word?
No, not yet. You?
I got permission.
Oh, ka-ching!
And the best part is we might get a traveling Chrissy. She might come too.
Oh,
Yeah. So she can realize how easy it is to get carried away at a 4:05 game when you get there at 9.
doesn't take much.
It does not. Yeah, so
Anyway.
I'm going Washington, and I'm going Steelers, and that's probably going to be it for me until the playoffs.
Yeah, that's good.
I have no interest in watching the Packers. I don't get the Packer hype. I don't get it.
I really don't get it now. There's nobody on the team. I don't even know who their fucking wide receivers are. I don't even think Scantling's still there.
He's not. Is Lazar there still? I think he is.
So it's Allen Lazard. That's their.
Oh my God! Is it football season? Let's fucking go! This is bad. This
I
is
know.
bad.
I know, man.
This is like strip club blue balls about to explode. Bad.
I know. Football is like a fucking magnet, man. It really is.
And they're practicing now, right? Like I mean, a
Yeah,
few
they had
people.
OTAs. They had
Yeah.
OTAs, and speaking of the OTAs, which by the way, it's not mandatory. You know,
Just make it fucking mandatory. So this isn't this is not a conversation. And if you're the coach, like Matt LaFleur said something about Aaron Rodgers not being there, shut the fuck up. If it's mandatory, then make it mandatory. If he doesn't come, who gives a shit? Who is he going to build a rapport with? Fucking Joe Blow from 7-Eleven? Who gives a shit?
well, okay, that's fine. But here's my thing. Did you see do you know who didn't go for Philly?
No, I don't know.
So like there's a couple O linemen which I don't really care
Who
about
cares?
because those
And if you
dudes,
say Miles Sanders, I'm going to be pissed.
those dudes need to chill. I don't know about that one. I'd have to confirm that one. Um, but no, I was going in the wide receiver core.
Rager,
Yes,
his friend died.
I know.
Which, by the way, listen. Let me. Let me get this on. It, I hate Jalen Rager, but I would never. Some of you are fucking clowns in this city. Stop
Oh,
DMing.
were people doing it to him
Yeah, you
today?
commented on it too. Stop, not like in a negative way. You were
Oh
like, these
yeah,
fucking people are losers. Don't do that shit. Like if it doesn't matter. You can slander him however you want, but if something like his best friend fucking dies in a car accident, you can't be, oh, get him out of here. Hopefully he dies. Like you guys are fucking idiots. Stop doing shit like that. That's insane.
yeah.
Insane.
You like hating a guy because he sucks at sports
Fine.
is one thing, but when you start going there,
Personal
that's like
shit, man. Like
subhuman, man. It's like that's just not. That's not. It's never appropriate. Like
it's like
never.
his mom died, and you'd be like, "The bitch deserves a roll in hell." Like, shut up.
Right? But why? Because he can't catch a ball well. Like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
And guess whose fault it is? The Eagles for drafting him at that position.
Yes.
If this is a second round, third round, even any other position or round, no one gives a shit. But
You know
because
what,
it's
man?
number one,
The bar is so low for Rager though. Like all he had to do was that one game. I think it was who was it against the Giants or the Redskins? It was one of them.
Giants,
Yeah, and he just like he had his like quote unquote breakout night because he had like a 25-yard return. Like that's all. That's all. Like it. Like he was already starting to turn a corner with the fans. I felt
bro,
like.
just grow, right? Everything in life is about growth, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter how you get there, you just gotta grow. Just grow. I'm not even mad at Rager right now.
I'm not now. I was though. I hated him, man.
No, and I mean, what did he do that justified him not being hated? I get it.
Well, he and I don't know why they put him in that position. I don't know why he was like a part of the so much a part of the offense in the beginning, but I mean they figured it out, so that was okay. But not only Rager though, uh, Pascal wasn't there.
What do you mean?
Zach
Oh,
Pascal or Pascal.
yeah, I didn't realize where you were going.
He was not there, and also not there was Quez.
Yeah, I listen. I don't find I don't find this need to like rag on people for not going to OTAs. Like, I understand you're a professional athlete, and if something's on the calendar, you should probably be there. But like, say one of these, like, for example, say the dude lives in California, right? No, that's a bad example. I don't have a good one for you. I just don't think it's that big of a fucking deal. If it's mandatory,
Right,
I'm
but
all
if it's
for it.
not that big of a
Pittsburgh.
deal, then why isn't it? Why? But if it's not that big of a deal, then why is it such a big deal to not go?
Well, this is what it's just like. Why are we reporting every mass shooting that happens every fucking second of the day? Because the media needs something. So, dude, gas today, by the way, and I don't. Yeah, I don't. My problem with gas right now is, and I've told you this.
What are we doing?
You'll know. I've
Okay.
told you this from the beginning. Like, I don't care about gas. Like, because at the end of the day, guess what? How am I getting to
You
work?
need it.
How am I paying my fucking bills? I gotta pay the gas. Okay, so it doesn't fucking matter. My problem is when I'm driving and in the morning it's $4.99, and when I'm driving home it's $5.99. I work 9 hours. It's not like I'm working fucking 365 days later. That's where my issue is with gas. I don't care. But can I get 24 hours of one fucking price so I can decide where I want to get gas at? It's criminal. Fuck.
It is wild. It is wild.
I'm literally sitting at a
How
red
fast
light
it
one
moves.
day in the middle of the day, and I see the fucking thing change by 40 cents. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, like there should be some kind of like law, not law. I don't know. What would that be? Like FDA regulation? Like what would it be considered?
uh, well, are we? I don't really want to on this podcast, but there was a weird bill that was introduced. at the House, having to do with price gouging on oil and that.
We didn't
And
sign it, right?
the fate. Well, every Democrat voted yes, and every Republican voted no,
Oh
basically.
my god. Do they even have
Um,
like seriously? Do they even have our best interest in anything? Like, there's not.
well,
s- Do it. We're
I,
here.
no, listen, you just have to go read the bill. I read it, and it was there was some shady, weird stuff in there. Um, so like some of the verbiage I think inside there was like a little uneasy, especially the right side. And why is that? Because the left side has the position. If the right side had the position, I think the voting would be completely flipped.
Here's
That's
an
all I'm
idea.
gonna say.
Let's just get half the fucking
They are
people
all on
in.
their own side.
Yeah, that's the whole problem. It's like what agenda is good for the big calculator brand. You know what I mean? Like that shit's so fucking annoying. Anyway, gas is pissing me off because I just want it to be consistent. That's all I want. I don't care what the price is. I just want to wake up in the morning and I want the price to be the same when I come home. That's all I want.
But you did say you wanted to see growth.
Like fucking 50 cents. I'm like, I'm seriously, I'm like sitting at this red light,
It's
like,
a
I'm
lot of
like,
growth.
the fuck? The fuck?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know where we were. We were talking about the Eagles, I think.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to
Um,
pull up some of these Rager tweets, which is like 10 minutes ago. But so Rager tweeted, being around my brother today really helped me a lot. I ain't smiled that much since I got drafted. You all mean the world to me for real. So I got to believe it was the funeral, right? He
right.
says, some dude goes, can't catch the ball. You'll catch the ball. You'll smile more. Good to be with him and get the fuck out of our roster. Tired of you. Those people commenting
My
saying the
God.
fans love you and stand behind you I can absolutely assure you we fucking hate you. That one's
Like,
not that
how
bad.
can you, as I, but as like the human being, like even just on that level, like how can
Yeah.
you go on Twitter and say that to somebody? I
It's
don't know.
nah, I don't. You can't. You can't. You got to be better than that. You do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that.
Yeah, to say the least. To say the least. Um. Anyway, the Eagles. Like we were getting very hype on the Eagles, and this is what's going to happen, man. Regardless of what happens with the Phillies, I mean, even if the Philly, I think the only way that the Phillies would actually distract from the Eagles is if they like somehow catch the Mets and like win the division. That's literally the only thing I could think of to take away from the Eagles hype, and that might not even do it.
Nah. I think it's all because everyone's so excited. Like we want to know what we got in Hurts. Like, are you getting 2017 once? Or are you getting every year after that season? You know, with Hurts. And I don't know. I'm excited to find the fuck out. But I do know, just as well as you know, who is going to be the injury casualty. And when that happens, we can't panic. We just got to let it go, which won't happen.
So you're saying someone's gonna go down.
Oh my fucking god, yeah. Every fucking year there's always someone. And then they'll be out for like till week 6, and then it's gonna take them 6 weeks to get fucking going, and then it's gonna be end of the season, and then it's like, well, why does this fucking pay this guy so much money not to do anything?
Oh, it's a cycle, man. It's a vicious cycle.
You
It
ever
really
have a
is.
colonoscopy?
No, not yet.
No. This is
No,
number 3. I have one on Friday.
man.
Yeah, no, I gotta listen to this roster of a lineup here. I have to go every 2 years until I hit 40, and then I gotta go every year. And I have one
Well,
on
isn't that
Friday.
better for you in the long run?
I mean, if I get colon cancer, I'm cooked. So what's the fucking difference at this point?
Well, that's why it's good.
I'm not making it past 55. Oh yeah, come on, don't you know me by now? I'm in my final 20.
All right,
No,
real
but I was gonna
fast. So
ask
let's
you.
what?
Well, I was just gonna say like, but you never had one, so like, you know, people are like, "Isn't the prep so bad?" And I'm just like, this is kind of gross, but I'm just like, that's just like every fucking day of my life. It's like I don't know any different. So like, for the longest time, I don't know. It's fucking buckshot every time I go to the bathroom.
Oh man. Hey, listen, there Crohn's is a real thing. Crohn's is a real thing.
You know what had me this weekend? We had this is actually kind of funny. We had a company picnic and well, I guess a new company picnic. And I ate a wrap with lettuce on it, romaine lettuce. I was torn the fuck up for 2 days, bro, off a little wrap lettuce. Like not a salad. Like I can understand if I ate a salad. Wrap lettuce, bro. Tore me up. I couldn't even enjoy myself. I was so worried fucking whole time. Like, oh fuck, oh everything hurts.
That's fucking brutal, man. And that's
Oh,
like
it's terrible.
that's like not even bad. Like that's not like a bad food, you know?
No, I know. They say, "Why are you fat?" I'm like, "I can't eat salads." Oh
Oh,
man.
that's actually the perfect zing, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it's not. It doesn't feel good. Trust me. But
Oh.
yeah, if you know someone with Crohn's, kiss them because it sucks.
um, yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried
About the
about the
gas
Eagles.
prices.
Oh, Eagles. I'm worried about the Eagles.
Yeah, there's dude. It's this is classic. This is like classic. Too much, like too many eggs in the motherfucking basket. Classic situation. They're gonna lose. I have a strong feeling it's gonna be like a high profile player. It could be a couple of weeks, but it's still gonna be an injury. Could be the whole season. I don't know. But it would be so Philly to trade for AJ Brown and then he goes out with like an ACL in fucking preseason. And do you really think preseason really like makes a difference? Like if you're AJ
Um,
Brown, do you need to
for
play
veteran
preseason?
players, no, no.
But then like you get into the gray area of like does Hurts play?
He didn't really play last year.
That's true too.
Here's the thing, man. If you're going full speed in practice, right? And you're a veteran player, I think the quarterback should play, in my opinion. Like I think that Hurts needs to play.
I think he plays the first two and then no one plays the third, right?
Yeah, but last year it was like very minimal, both
Yeah.
in all games, and that might have been because Sirianni was trying to hide his cards and not let anybody know how he was going to run the offense or whatever. I don't know, but I really feel like Hurts needs to play a little bit more. First team offense needs to play a little bit in those first two preseason games because you don't have the third one. So the schedule, like in my mind, it's it's
What do you mean you
it's
don't have the
different
third
now.
one?
Fourth one, sorry.
Sorry.
Uh, um, well, I basically you don't have the third one either because starters almost never play.
And they
Um,
shouldn't.
no, I agree. I agree. But I'm not like at the point where I say like, oh, we don't need preseason because I think you do. Even for the vets, like just to get into like game mode a little bit before week one. That's definitely a thing.
I mean, I don't know how you would get rid of preseason.
That's also why I'm concerned about the Eagles week one
Why?
because you, you
There's the
have
Lions,
a big expectations season.
bro. It's the
And
Lions.
dude, I understand, but they're gonna win 5 games. And when's a better time to beat a better team than you? In the
It's
very
the
beginning of the season.
Lions. They're not even
I'm
a real
just
fucking franchise. They're poverty.
I'm just saying.
No, I know, I get it, but I'm just saying, like they if they lose to the Lions, don't fuck the podcast, burn it to the ground. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, hopefully they don't lose to the Lions. I mean, they won. I think they won 3 games last year. Uh,
They'll win 6.
Okay, so like the Eagles could be a ripe choice there.
Bro, if they don't, hold on. If the Eagles struggle out of the gate, no bueno.
That's gonna be really tough
Yeah, I would fucking say so.
because man, wow, what would we even talk about? Because like you got like no Flyers, right? They're dead.
Unless they
Um,
sign Bruce Cassidy, still
they
dead.
could actually be interesting next year. Like they really could. Like they could win like realistically. Let's throw a number out there. Realistically, like they could win
22
third
games.
35.
Ugh, I don't even want
I mean that's not great. It's not great, but you know
I can't give
it's
you that until they get a coach.
that's fair. That's
Because you
no.
just
Yeah. I was just
no, I know.
yeah.
I don't think you're like crazy off, but it's just like until you know who's coaching it. Because if you're getting one of these dinosaurs to coach, it's gonna look totally different than if you get a younger guy. That's my whole argument.
Right.
And maybe the Flyers are smarter than we are because they knew other people were gonna get fired, maybe, and that's why they waited. Because how shitty would it be if they hired someone like mid-season and then like all these younger guys are getting let go and
I mean, if you somehow win 30 or 35 games, you're going to be in the mix to make the playoffs.
yeah, that's why I think it's unlikely. It's just they're not a good team. They're not going to be a good team for a couple years. And it just sucks because like at the end of the day, there's no better podcast than what we're doing because you're never going to have a 4 for 4 in a million years. It's never going to fucking happen. It's never going to align where everyone is good in the city and you don't have fucking depression. It just doesn't happen.
I really felt like we were getting close.
It was. It
Yeah.
was very close.
Yeah.
Just was never going to teeter.
And then it all came crashing down. So yeah, I mean, listen, the Phils, they're losing 2-1 right now. So let's do a wrap up real quick. So Phils, obviously new coach, new mojo, new vibes. Young dudes getting some playing time. Rangers actually pitching well tonight. They're just not scoring. But Milwaukee has the best pitching staff in baseball right now, as far as ERA goes. Last I checked. So, listen, if they could somehow win 2 or 3 off this team, I mean, the Milwaukee's legit. Milwaukee, I actually bet them preseason to be one of the people to win the World Series. Um, they're good. They're really good.
No, they definitely are.
So if they could somehow take 2 or 3 off of Milwaukee, that would be a huge, huge win. Then the next series they have is back at home against Arizona, and I'm going down to the ballpark on Saturday.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What's the weather?
Hopefully not bad.
Rain.
No, it's too early.
50%, 70 degrees.
It's too soon.
Oh,
Too
ow.
soon. But so Phil's. Let's see what happens. I need to see 10 games, I think, and then I can make a decision on the whole, like, is the coach making a difference thing. Three games isn't enough.
I'm not getting excited.
Yeah, I mean I'm always excited, but
Yeah.
I hear you. Sixers, they're kind of blank right now. Joel Embiid. We didn't really talk about it, but Joel Embiid had his surgery. It was successful. He ended up having to have another procedure on his other hand, so he actually had fucking 2 bum hands and a broken face.
But he's not good.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Talk about like people want to like hold on to Reese Hoskins, but then there's people that want to trade Joel Embiid. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
I'll tell you what we're doing. That ain't it.
Losing?
It's, yeah, now you got me. Now you got me. Oh, what are we doing? Sports radio in this town is stupidly fucking terrible. It's bad. Mike Missinelli being gone, I can't believe I'm going to say this, has made it fucking worse. Can you believe that we are saying that right now? Because Ty is a fucking jerk off. He just is. He's a fucking jerk off.
Yeah, I mean, I've been talking about this with a few different friends. And
He's never, even when he would fill in. Listen, you know this. I'm not a big fucking sports media guy because I can't handle when people call in and they talk shit when they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And I don't know what I'm talking about a lot of the time, but I don't have the most egregious fucking statements, known to mankind. I'm cursing a lot tonight. I think it's the beers.
probably.
Ugh. Yeah, he's terrible. He's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Dude, and what's the guy's name that's with him? Tom?
Oh my god, that dude looks like he could give two flying shits about being doing it. He's just always constantly. He's like,
I just love his delivery. He's very he's very monotoned. Yeah, it makes me laugh every time.
just put that Nicole chick from XTU on because she's the fucking worst too. We have a problem. All right, we have a problem in this city with the radio, and OBJ is still a free agent, huh?
Yeah, I heard he crashed Sean McVay's wedding.
Yeah, that's good. He's not. He's not coming. Anyway, we have a problem, and until they can figure it the fuck out, this city is in trouble with the sports radio. Too much fucking like gibba gabba gibba 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 gabba about nothing.
A lot of hate.
Yes. Oh my god, shut up. Like, shut the fuck up and answer the 10 calls that you're supposed to answer every fucking hour, and let's listen to the piece of shits in like fucking Delco, and then we can roast them. Okay? Like, why do we have to listen to those two banter back and forth with some fucking chick that just reads the rundown that doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about? I don't understand it. They can't find anyone better.
I'm not sure what to say. I think that, ironically enough,
Isn't it ironic?
sports
Don't you think?
radio sports radio is
Dying?
yeah. And
Good.
it's weird because like you would think that sports radio would thrive in a city where the fans are so passionate, rabid fans,
But
and the teams.
we have a lot of dumb fans, man. Like dumb,
Oh,
dumb, dumb fans.
I'm really coming to realize that, like, in my older years. Not only that, but also like the exposure now that I have to these fans. So like before it was literally only like 610 a.m. radio, and that's all I knew. And I was like, oh,
QIW
there's a
News
couple of dummies
Radio
that call the radio, they're whatever.
16.
But look at the stadiums, they're all full. Then you get these two sports talk channels, and it's like, what in the world, dude? Every call, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And I would almost.
Then
Oh,
then you add Twitter to that fire,
yep.
and now it's like, oh my god, dude,
And I would
everybody is fucking dumb.
add the podcast Twitter account. It's probably even worse because like before we didn't really have a reach. Now I'm not saying we have like this amazing reach, but we get into things that we normally wouldn't even be strolling down.
Yeah, we talk more about stuff. Yeah.
I just love to throw gas right on the fire. Just a little eye emoji, tag the fucking podcast, and then let the bulldog out.
It is really funny. That's kind of how the flow goes, right?
Yeah. Although Dave and I got into this thing with this Mets fan, and both of us were on the pod account, so like it looked like we were both idiots because like we were like arguing different points. It was actually pretty fucked up.
And the guy was responding like 2 and 3 times. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah, he was an idiot though.
I know.
So, we're learning. It's all about growth, baby. That's the title.
So-
All about growth.
But I think you're right, and about the whole sports talk thing, and the fans in general. I feel like there are a lot of just really oddly negative people. And
Well, and We can wrap this up because I only have. Ow, this is fucking hot. Whatever that was, that just singed my toe hairs. Um, if if you look at like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking say it. It's mostly the boomers that are just like stuck in this old fucking fashioned bullshit fucking way. Like, we need elite defense. We need Buddy Ryan defense. We need the bullies on Broad Street. We need Wilt Chamberlain. Like, these guys are so stuck in shit that doesn't even. The 3-pointer has ruined basketball. Like, this shit that I hear on a constant. I just like that dude. Jason said the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen or heard on Twitter about the donuts, dude. When that dude was like, "I like Edmonton or Edmond,"
Edmund's Donuts.
yeah, and he was like, "Okay, boomer." Like that's exactly what it is. They're popping fucking like boxed donuts in their fucking mouth from the gas station, while the rest of us are all eating like fucking yum yum donuts. He's totally okay, boomer. Such a boomer statement. They're the worst though. They're really dragging down this city, man. Seriously.
And so I feel like that's
AKA
why
Frank, you fucking dinosaur. I think he blocked us. I haven't heard from him.
he didn't block me. I actually have civil conversation with him
Did you
sometimes.
unfollow him?
No.
He had to have blocked us, unless he had a stroke because he was like 4,000 pounds overweight.
Um
I'm gonna look.
Jesus.
If he if he blocked us, that means that he listened.
He didn't block me though. So I don't know. We talk sometimes. you That's your fault.
You're welcome.
He might be the first person to block the podcast. Nice job. Anyway, I was really it's interesting because the sports talk radio, you mentioned the fact about the whole like the age groups, right? And like the mentality and all this. Sports talk radio in the city is starting to shift with the age groups if you notice.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to bring in younger people. 30s, kind of maxing out into 30s, really. It looks like they're trying to like get younger. So I'm sure that means that you're right. And there's probably data to back it up.
Oh man.
You know what else? I know that all of them on online, on Twitter, they're all dicks a lot of times to the people that have podcasts like this.
Mm-hmm.
Because they think that people that have podcasts, this is the boomer look anyway.
Yeah.
The boomer dudes in radio think that people get podcasts because they're not good enough to be on radio.
Dude, listen. If I wanted to go into radio and make $26,000 a fucking year, I could have fucking did it. Okay.
No, right. So my point is where they're completely missing the mark is that podcasting just gives people an outlet to have their own fucking opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
On anything, on whatever you want to fucking talk about. You could say whatever the fuck you want. It's you. It's your face. It's your voice. It's your fucking shit. You own your own shit. But like that's the whole thing. And sports talk radio, whether they like it or not, they are competing with podcasts. It's the truth. And I'm mostly talking about like the Pat McAfees of the fucking world.
Yeah.
Not me.
Not our little piece of shit
No,
here.
they don't give a fuck about this. But it's true, man. It's true.
Dude, I can't believe that Raider Frank, for all the shit that he gives every single fucking human, that dinosaur got upset and blocked us.
Let me see. I don't think he blocked my. I don't. He didn't block me my personal one.
He didn't block my personal either.
Because we talk on there.
Get him on the pod. Seriously, get him on the pod next week as the manager, and we'll give him 5 minutes, and then we'll kick him right the fuck off.
We were going back and forth about. I gave him shit because he called Bohm and Hoskins the corner butcher shop, and I said I got to be honest, it's pretty fucked up to go after Bohm. He's been pretty improved. As far as Reese, like yeah, okay, whatever. And then we went back and forth a couple times. So we definitely are still. We're still like acquaintances on Twitter.
That's fucking great. All right, wrap this bitch up.
All right. Anyway, so you
Wait,
know,
before you do, that means he definitely listens to the podcast, right?
I mean, I didn't say anything to him from the Twitter.
Me,
The
I rarely get on. You know what I mean? I don't really. I stir the pot from my fucking burner.
Yep, I know.
Oh, I'm gonna do it from my burner. Watch, ready?
um.
Keep going.
So listen, man, we have the Phillies who have new life, new energy, new juice, new juju. Um, Unfortunately, they have to deal with Scott Kingery being back in the dugout. But they have new life, man, new life, and I think it's gonna be good for them. Bryce Harper is fucking firing on all cylinders, and it's just incredible. I think he has the RBI again tonight. So the Phillies are looking like they've turned some kind of corner. Possibly, we'll see. Um, that's really it. There's not really much else to wrap up, I guess, because we're really only in Philly season. So, um, I think that's it. What are you doing over there? You look very diabolical. Uh,
Did you block the Philly Sports Pain podcast because you listened and they hurt your feelings?
would love to have you on.
I'm sure they would love to have you on. I want to kind of hashtag it Dino.
Oh my god. He definitely won't come on then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it, man. Go Phils, new life, and
Gas is up and boomers are terrible.
the resurrection has begun. Oh, I'm excited. I'm going to see Top Gun.
Oh, when are you going?
Probably next week.
I'm going with the McCann.
When?
The 17th before I leave for Pittsburgh.
I'm hyped for this shit, man. Top Gun was one of my favorite movies of all time.
You know, there's never mind. I love you.
All right. Peace out, everybody. Like, share, tweet.
What a hour and 15 minutes. I derailed this thing for 40 minutes.
That's normal, though, right?
Yeah, I guess it is.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.